I named it White Opal because I really love the TV show White Lotus. And they're not that connected, but they are a little bit connected. Now, if you haven't seen White Lotus, it's about this amazing, swanky hotel with loads of crazy people staying there. And I love the name so much, so I thought I'm going to name my group healing White Opal. Kind of similar, kind of not. And the reason for that is I kind of see White Opal like a little boutique hotel. It's a very small, intimate space for very facilitated, guided healing work. So that's why I called it White Opal. Also, the property of a white opal is all about lovely, deep healing. And so that is where the name came from. Now, I'm not new to running group healing. I've been running it for quite a long time. And it's my biggest passion to facilitate groups of people to come through this very, very intimate healing work, but together. And while one-on-one healing can be really powerful, what I notice is a lot of us are feeling very alone, very disconnected, and very unsupported on our own individual healing journeys. I felt this, my clients feel this, everyone feels this that I interact with. And so the purpose of having a group healing container with the same people is that we feel less alone. And that's a really, really important thing. And not only do we feel less alone, but the connecting energy in the group is what inspires and motivates and lifts us. So I'm very excited to run White Opal from the 7th of April. And how it works, it's very simple. There's going to be 2 guided group healing sessions every month, the same day, on a Tuesday, every other week for 3 months. And each month we're going to be working on a theme, or maybe each cycle. So the 3 months we're going to be working on a theme. And I don't know what that theme is going to be until the people come into the group and into the space. And we're going to really feel into, well, what is the biggest thing that is blocking everyone here right now? And let's go at it. Let's target it with laser precision, which is what divine healing does. And this is based on divine healing. And I wanted to give you a little example of the kind of things that we're going to be doing in the group. All of my favorite things. So the first thing is we're going to start by working through the hidden blocks. And it could be things like hidden ego agendas to try and keep us small and limited and stuck. It could be fear programming, a very strong one. I think we're going to be working a lot on the fear programming, because what happens is all of us are trying to move towards what we want to move towards. We all have desires. But the problem is when we want to move towards a desire, we also have the fear pulling us back, and we come into this point of stagnation where the fear is as strong, if not stronger, as the desire, and then we don't go anywhere and we remain stuck, and we get into procrastination, and we get into self-sabotage, and then we get into self-punishment and guilt of I should have done it better, I should be doing it better, I should do more. And then we sit in shame, and shame is just like, ew, it's the worst. And shame locks us in, locks our programming down, and we can't break free of it because the shame is locking it down. So, long story short, we are going to be working on clearing all of the self-judgments that we hold on ourselves to move into greater self-compassion. Because when we have self-compassion, we have love. And what is the most powerful force in the universe? Love. What is the thing that can break through the hardest of programs? Love. Love and awareness and consciousness and compassion. And this is all of the ingredients we're going to be sticking into the white opal pot every week, every other week, where we do a group session together. We're going to be working around self-judgments, fears, self-sabotages, sneaky hidden ego agendas that we don't even know are there. We're not even conscious of them, but we will find them together. We might even go a little bit deep into the shadow work. And there's an amazing chart. It doesn't come up very often, but when it does, it's really juicy. And it's all the shadow perpetrator energies. That's very deep work. So we'll probably be doing that a little bit later down the line. And it may be that we work on clearing blocks to abundance. I'm sure we'll be doing that. We're also going to be doing some lovely activating processes. So healing is not just about facing into the dark and the depths within us. It's also about turning into our light, tuning into, oh my gosh, what can I be proud of? What can I feel joyful about? What can I really start to embody and embrace? Activating our gifts and our talents, and to make them more embodied, more connected, more resonant and stronger within us. That is very joyful work. I absolutely love doing that kind of thing. And then maybe we'll be tuning into some sticky soul contract energies that are holding us back. So even if you don't have a particular energy in your chart, like Seven's fear of being seen, you might have the imprint of it from your parents or your ancestors. So we all carry kind of all of the soul contract energies anyway, but there are specific processes where we go in and we clear the really sticky, meaty stuff within that karmic soul contract. We're also going to be doing lots of lovely grounding of physical support, because we are in a time of ascension. There is a ton of light coming down and into our bodies, and it can feel so disorientating, destabilizing, and degrounding, ungrounding. So we want to stabilize the physical body, because body, mind, and soul all connected. So we work on all the layers. And we're also going to be clearing a lot of interference. So not just external interference sat in our energy fields, feeding off low emotions like entities and all the ghoulies, not to be scared of, but they need removing. So we're going to remove those. And any internal interference programs, so we're going to clear them on every layer, every body, every part of our body, every layer, every being, on all the different spectrums and realities and dimensions we exist. So very, very deep clearing. And let's not forget, this is my favorite one, we're going to be clearing a lot of low frequency energies. So a low frequency energy program is like the program of guilt just sat below the surface, or maybe it's the program of sadness and it's just lingering underneath. And so we're going to go and we're going to find them and we're going to bring them up and we're going to clear them. And this type of healing work is perfect for people who love to be detectives. They love to do their inner work and they love to be held and guided and taken by the hand and facilitated in doing that work, because that's going to be what I'm going to do. And you are just going to, in this group space, lean back, go very, very deep into the healing process. I'm going to guide you through it, and we're going to see how you feel on the other side. And because the most powerful form of healing is consistent healing, this is what we do. We peel back the layers one by one, session by session. And if after the 3 months you think, man, those 6 sessions shifted something in me, which they will do, you then join the next container, the next cycle, which will be, a few weeks later. And you can just keep doing this beautiful layered work. And that is what White Opal is. And I'm very excited about it. And you know what? I've not been great at advertising it, because we all have our own fears and insecurities and self-sabotages, something I'm always working with myself on, because I'm human. And I can be a work in progress and help people at the same time. And that's one of my key values that I always want to embody in others. We can be a work in progress and help people at the same time, no matter who we are or what we're doing. So if this feels a little juicy and a little exciting, and you think, yeah, I want to be a part of this, the link is below. So come and join. If you want to talk about it first, pop me an email. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you and doing this beautiful healing work together. And until next time, I wish you, as always, a very beautiful rest of your day.